Hey guys, welcome to Folk Cornwall Podcast. I'm Chris, this is Linda, and we're here today to talk about women's BMX. You want to tell them about yourself a little bit?
Hi, I'm Linda. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Austria and I ride since like 2.5 years.
Cool. Alright, so I asked on my Instagram a couple questions to some people, anything they want answered. One of the questions I got was, what advice would you give your younger self?
Probably that I shouldn't start ski jumping and start BMXing. But yeah, I was like a professional ski jumper and I started when I was 12. And then I took it really serious like until I was like 16 or something, and I had bulimia and was really like putting pressure on myself, and all around it was just like, I don't know, I didn't learn how to chill or to just like enjoy myself, and it was a tough time. And then I was introduced to BMX when I was like 17 or 18, and I just fell in love with it, and I learned how to chill and enjoy myself and actually like just love what I'm doing. And if I've known that really sooner, that you don't have to destroy yourself to be successful and I don't know, professional sports women, it would be pretty cool. But yeah, so just chill and don't put that much pressure on yourself and just enjoy it.
Cool. And then who do you look at for inspiration?
There are so many people that I look up to in BMX. Like, my favorite riders are like Boyd Hilda, Felix Brangenberg, and there's so much more. There's so many good riders out there. But I also look up like to my closer friends, like in BMXing especially, because I see how like they improve like every day or like in half a year, and they make so much progress. And some of them have just a unique style, or they are really cool. So I think I look up to my friends the most.
Cool. And then what are some of your favorite companies?
My bike is like, I don't know, it consists of like 10 different companies. So I ride Kalt, We the People, BSD, Eklat, Odyssey. So yeah, I don't know. But like We the People put out some really cool videos the last few months. So I don't know, I enjoyed those videos because they have not only riding, but they only have like a little bit like unique styling, and they tell a little bit of a story. I like those videos more. But yeah.
Cool. And then what's one of the easiest tricks for you to learn?
On the beginning I started just to learn flyout tricks, basically, and I don't know why, but they were so easy. I could do like a can-can and tuck no hand out of a flyout before I could even do a proper bunny hop. Or some, like, literally, like, I came to the skate park and like in half a year I could do mostly every flyout trick. Like on the beginning tricks, like I could do tuck, can-cans, then tire grab. I could do all of those, but I couldn't even ride properly. That was pretty funny. So those are the easiest tricks to learn, I think.
And what's been the hardest trick?
Bunny hops. Like, I'm still so bad at them. Like, and also like I'm so scared of to jump up something that I know is like the maximum of my possibility to jump high. It's like, for me, I don't know, that's way scarier to do than a tuck no hand. I don't know why, but bunny hops are like my enemy, but they're getting better. And like my best friend, like from my local park, he's giving me so much shit for my bunny hops. Like every time I'm asking him like, can I do this trick, and can you teach me how to do this? And he's like, no, don't try that, just learn bunny hops. You can't even do bunny hops. And he always, like, even when I'm really proud of something or something, he's like, yeah, but you can't do bunny hops. But it's good that he does this, because now I'm like literally standing in my garage and just do bunny hops for like an hour, and then I'm dead because I can't do anything anymore. But yeah, but they're getting better, and so are my manuals. Like, I think bunny hops and manuals are like those tricks where I'm trying really hard, but I'm so bad at them.
All right, so let's get into some stuff about women's BMX. So, why do you think it took so long for competitions to recognize females as pros?
Because there are just not that many girls. Like in Austria, for example, I'm the only girl that even I think would compete. I don't even know like other riders in Austria. I think I know 2 or 3 girls, but I don't know, I've never seen them like ride a BMX bike in a park, or I never really like go BMXing with them. And also, like, I was 1 year in Switzerland, there was also just like one girl that rode with me. And I know we were in Ulm in Germany at a competition, and we had to like text every girl that came to our mind, that we even could find like 5 girls to compete, that we have our own class. And that's like tough, because you have to fight to even have your own class, because not even the girls are so motivated to want to compete. And so it's like, if there's never a class or if there's never a competition, there is no chance to even like build up a scene of girls, of girls BMX. And I feel like in Europe it's even like smaller than in the US. But yeah, here in Austria it's really bad. Like, we need girls that ride BMX. But it's also like, if you see here the scene in general, it's like really small. So I feel like to have a big girls competing like scene, there has to be like at least like 20 or 30 girls in a country to even ride BMX, and we are so far away from that, and that's sad, but it's like that.
And what do you think about the X Games listing female BMX as a demo event instead of a medal event?
That was not fair, but if I'm honest, I was only doing like one Instagram post in my story or something to protest against it. Like, there were a lot of girls that really went for it and like stood up for the girls BMX scene, but because I'm so far away from like X Games, I'm here in Europe and like in my small town, and like there's no chance that I'm even riding in X Games. So I didn't like really feel the need to do that. But when I'm looking back at it, I should have done it, because like, as I've said before, if there is no possibility for girls to show even what they can do, or if there isn't even something to ride, why should girls ride? Like, it's like, why should I destroy myself? I mean, I don't really have the problem, because I'm always comparing myself to my friends, and they're only guys. So if they do like, I don't know, a 180 down, a 5-star, and they say like that's hard, then I'm like, I want to do that too, and I try it. Or if they do a cool grind, I'm like, I want to try that too. But so I don't really have that I don't do it for competition, but I kind of can see why girls say, okay, why should I destroy myself if I don't even earn money with it, if I don't even like get recognition for that, if I can't live from BMXing. Like, if a guy is really good at BMXing, he can live from that. I think Vans noticed the protest and then equalized the payings. So I think at Vans events, the girls get the same payment than boys. But I also can kind of see the guys, or I kind of can understand like the other side, because if I talk like to my friends, like nobody watches girl events, nobody is even interested in it, because if I'm honest, like I watch more like guy events than even girl events, and that's just because like they literally like destroy themselves. Like, it's insane what they are doing on their bikes. Like, you watch it and you're like, that's crazy. Like, how is this even possible? Like, is this guy even human? Like, what the fuck? And like with girls, it's just like you watch it and you're like, okay, that was a nice trick, or that was a nice air, or that was, I mean, this. But you also see like the level of BMXing, like with girls. Like if you look back at like 5 years, it improved so much. And I feel like if everybody supports the scene, girls would be also like riding better. And like in 10-20 years, I can see that girls do, I don't know, do just as hard tricks that guys do now. But it needs time and it needs development, and the more people support it, I think the quicker we will be there. And so I would have just, because like X Games, what I was like thinking is like they don't have like because the argument was it's costing us too much. But I don't feel like X Games is like in need of money.
Yeah.
Because like the event is like so big and there's so many sports, and like everybody knows X Games. Not even people that are not into freestyle sports. Like everybody knows X Games. So I don't feel like it would hurt them just to make a proper event for girls.
Yeah.
So that was just what I was thinking, like why you even like open the discussion, why you just, it would just be cool if they say, yeah, I support that, and yeah, we do that, and we don't care how many people watch it, and it's cool that girls even ride BMX. And I just wish that they would have like kind of that energy towards it, but they didn't. They were like, girls riding is not where it should be.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can ride a demo event, but you don't get paid for it. You don't have anything from it. Like, it was, I don't know, that was like not cool from them.
Yeah, I was kind of against it, because when you look at every other event in the X Games, other than I think motocross, there's a women's class for everything. Winter X Games, Summer X Games, they do it all: skateboarding, skiing, snowboarding, all that stuff. And I thought it was kind of cool that Simple Session had the women's event this year, and those girls sent it. Like, I was watching that like just as much as I was watching the guys. So
yeah, but that's cool. Like, I wish like more people had like that kind of energy or opinion on it, because like also the Simple Session events or the events Rebel Cup or something, everybody was speaking about like the runs from the guys. And like I was like, yeah, have you seen the run from her? And they were like, no, why should we watch it? Like everybody is, or not everybody, but like a lot of guys still in BMX are like, okay, girls can ride, what are you even doing? But it's getting better, I think, and it's fun. Like, I feel like since I'm riding in Austria, some people, or I started like the discussion, I talk a lot about girls BMX in my friend group, and everybody's like, no, shut the fuck up. because like even when you just talk like this, or if you say something a little bit controversial, like there's always like a discussion, and it's kind of funny, but I understand also why it's annoying. But I have to say, like, my friends are sometimes even more like feministic, and they're like, yeah, but girls can shred it than me. But yeah.
nice. And then let's see. So we talked a little bit about it yesterday when we tried to record this. What's like your opinion on trans men competing as women? I mean, there are a lot of pluses, a lot of minuses, but just like the overall with competition.
Yeah, I feel like that's like one of the toughest questions, because like if you look at it, like if someone identifies as a woman, she is a woman. Like there is no, I feel like there is no even like slight or there's not even a little bit of doubt at that. Like that's just a fact that if someone identifies them, they are also like, I don't know, I just feel like it's not fair to say, okay, you have to compete against men, because that's saying like you can't be a woman, you are a man. And that's just not fair. And I feel like if you go through through like all that stuff, like even nowadays, I think it's still hard, and I really have a lot of respect for people that do that, because I think it's really brave. And to just say, okay, you can't compete against women, you have to compete against men, is just like punching them in the face. Like that's they worked, or they made such a tough decision, and maybe they, I don't know, have trouble still figuring everything out, and you're just saying no, you can't compete. But on the other hand side, if you just see it from like a biological aspect, and I'm not a doctor, so I don't know which advantages or disadvantages girls have in comparison of a man's body, but yeah, it's tough to say that it's completely fair, because I don't think that there's like an answer to it like that's 100% like for everybody fair. But it's still like, if I would compete against someone who is trans, I honestly wouldn't mind it, because if I say, okay, I don't know, if I want to win, I just had to work harder on myself, go harder and do harder tricks, and then it's just like another challenge. Like if she is better, and it doesn't matter like if she's trans or not, like she is better. Like that's just a fact then. And so honestly, I feel like she can compete, or trans girls, like I don't know, I don't care. Like
cool. And then you wanted to talk a little bit about the Colt Angie Marino thing.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that because I was so shocked about it, because I never like experienced so much hate about girls on Instagram, or not experienced, but like just I went through the comments and I was like, what the fuck, like honestly shut up. Like because it was about the feast video of Angie Marino, and she was Cult posted it and said like, yo, go vote for her, and the comments were just brutal. Like the comments were like, I don't know, like, yeah, give her another sponsor. Yeah, she does a Smith, and like she gets all that recognition and attention. And I think like some of them were even like really sexist, like go back to the kitchen. And there were like tough comments, and I was like reading them, and I was like, why, like even like why do they care so much? And I was texting them, or wrote a little Instagram message to Angie, and we were like, hey, thank you for still putting up like with all this crap and still supporting women BMX so much, because if I'm honest, like Angie is like more of a bowl and park rider, and like if you see the clips of her shredding in the park and shredding in the streets, it's like it's a difference. And I feel like also if you watch her Instagram clips, like she mostly rides bowl and park. So, and there are not many street riders, so for her competing was just like a cool thing to do, that we are more girls and there is like even competition, because like if you put out like or if you just ride one thing as a girl, like you will never get a class, because if you have a bowl riders, street riders and park riders, like they're in every category, there are like 3 girls. But if you like ride everything, like then there's at least 9 girls. And so for that it was just like, I think also like her aspect of it, I don't think that she was like, oh, I'm a street rider now and like look at me. It was like just having fun, and it, I don't know, I didn't mind it that she competed in that, and I think nobody did, but the guys were like, yeah, like she does a Smith and good and feeble and she can't do anything else. And I don't know, I was just like shocked. But Cult like responded, I think, pretty cool to it. They posted on the next day a video about Paris, and we're like, yeah, we support our girls because our girls shred like hell, like they are badass. And I thought that was pretty cool that the company just stands like 100% behind them. Yeah, and Also, like if you've seen the EFE's videos, I even thought it was so cool that there is a competition for street riding even for girls, and so the whole thing was unnecessary of all those guys to just hate on her so much. And it was just an example because I see that more often, like girls that are not that good at one thing and they get so much shit for it. But yeah, the whole Instagram thing with girls is sometimes a little bit weird.
Yeah.
But with girl BMXing, that's like.
And then, you got any tips for women thinking about getting into BMX?
Yeah, don't care what other people think. Like if you go to a skate park and there are guys and you're scared of them, like just go to the skate park. Just ride in general. Like even when you don't feel ready to go to a skate park or feel insecure about your riding, just ride in front of your house. Don't care what people think. And if you feel more comfortable, like go to a skate park and just shred. Like most of the guys are so nice. Even in the beginning, sometimes guys can be weird because like they're not used to girls riding there, and also there are a lot of girls, and I hate those girls going to a skate park, just pose with their skateboard or with their BMX and going home again, and they're not really riding. That's just like an image thing, and I don't know why so many girls do that. Like I don't know, I just feel like that's probably why a lot of guys hate on girls, or first like you have to prove to them that you actually ride BMX, that you actually skate, that they even like consider you as a BMX rider and like even consider you as someone in the skate park. But they're also like the other extreme, like you do a hop like down 20 centimeters and they're like, whoa, that was so sick, and you're like, what the fuck, I did actually do nothing. But yeah, it's funny like how people react to you, but most of the guys, as I said, are the nicest guys ever, and they usually like help you out in everything you need. Like they are so nice. But yeah, I think I was lucky too, because like I never had like a bad experience in a skate park with guys or with in general people. I feel like it's just always good vibes, and if you are like not snaking them or standing on obstacles or doing anything scooter kids do, like they like you. But yeah.
Cool. All right, so that's all the questions I've got. Yeah, I mean, lockdown begins here again on Tuesday, so unfortunately we can't hit up any skate parks for a couple weeks. But the weather's not that great anyways anymore, so not too bad.
Yeah, luckily in the first lockdown I bought the Sabrosa street rail, and I live in a flat and there's a garage like with 16 parking spots, so I have a place to ride.
Nice.
There will be a lot of like flat rails sessions, and yeah, maybe I improve my bunny hops and my manuals. Now the time is now that's the time for it. But yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for talking to me about all this. And yeah, guys, give her a follow on Instagram. And yeah, thanks for watching the video.